full screen. Your screen. Oh, okay. All right. Why is message failing?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to turn off this camera, and I'm going to go to solo on this one.
Text my sister-in-law, and she said
I think I am live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Swan Valley Arena, Minnetonka's Arena, I should say, here in Minnetonka's, Manitoba, where a capacity crowd is expected for Game 4 of the Sask East Hockey League North Finals with the Theodore Buffaloes versus the Valley Axemen. My name's Adam Stewart, alongside of Phil Decker here tonight. And Phil, the crowd is piling in here. It's Game 4 in senior hockey in Saskatchewan. I don't think it gets any more exciting than this. What do you think?
No, I agree, Adam. These two teams have been just a one-goal battle all the way through, and yes, the rink is definitely starting to fill up. So, looking forward to an exciting senior hockey game tonight.
The other one also is we got a good contingency of Theodore Buffalo fans in the crowd as well. We see we gave a few of them some yellow jerseys so we could pick them out in the crowd, and there's a few of those running around as well, which is great to see. The fans traveling, even maybe on a little bit of a cold, windy night. No snow, luckily, though. No big storm up here in Minnesota here. Overall, very nice night here for some hockey. The Theodore Buffaloes, of course, are leading this series 2-1. Can have a chance here to close it out tonight and not go back to Theodore tomorrow for 3 o'clock. Phil, what is it going to take for the Theodore Buffaloes to pull off the victory here tonight against a very tough Axemen team?
Well, they're going to have to do what's got them here, and that's they're going to have all four lines contributing. Their D are going to have to be solid in their end, and I'm not sure who's starting in the pipes tonight, Warren or Adam, but whoever's holding down the crease is going to have to close the door and give the guys at the front end a chance to get going and play 60 minutes.
Yeah, both teams have an opportunity here again with the goaltending in this one. This has been very, very good goaltending, whether coming from 33 Warren Shimko, who I think has done all games in this series so far, or if it's coming from number 33, Devin Dubik. I would presume that Warren Shimko will start this one. However, there's a different backup in net tonight. Adam Stokes, number 1 for the Theodore Buffaloes. He's going to be back up Warren Shimko, or he might be starting. I'm not sure exactly how that's working. When I see the game sheet, I see Stokes' name first, but then I see Warren Shimko's name circled. So maybe a little bit of gamesmanship from the Buff manager, who knows on that one. We're about probably 10 minutes away here from game time here in the Minnetonka's. I'll get that name right one day here. We're going to be probably just cleaning the ice right now. They're getting to work a little bit, just doing a little bit of maintenance. And we'll be getting underway here for Game 4 of the Sask East Hockey League North Final with the Buffaloes and the Valley Axemen. Winner gets the privilege of playing the South champion, who was crowned last night, the Rocanville Tigers. For the, how many times has it been? Way too many a time. The Rocanville Tigers do advance. They won 5-1 last night. To the Langenberg Warriors. Again, congrats to the Warriors. They had a good season. They made it all the way, but pushed Rocanville a little bit, but just probably a little bit less gas in the tank after having to play a provincial series also. So we'll see how the Theodore Buffaloes do tonight. Of course, they played a series last weekend against Cardiff. Won the first one. Couldn't win the second one, unfortunately. And are knocked out of provincials. So that series, I think, is going tomorrow if you're wanting to watch that one. Cardiff and Kyle, I think they're playing tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So, nevertheless, we've got 60 minutes of hockey here coming up. Again, my name's Adam Stewart with Phil Decker. Thank you very much, and we will talk to you here very soon.
So, is this the microphone part? Where's the microphone part of this piece?
Right on the top, right
top here. So if I just hold my finger over it, that'll help muffle.
You might make that noise though.
Oh, rubbing it.
Right, but that might not be the best idea.
So if I'm sending text
All right, being led out by goaltender 33, Warren Shimko. Here are the Theodore Buffaloes. Big game here for them tonight. They obviously don't want to go back to Theodore tomorrow night to play a forced game 5. No team ever wants to see that. As head coach Josh Garbett kicks across the ice. Looks like they might have changed up the refereeing crew a little bit here tonight from last game. I don't remember the young guy in the middle. The other referee looks very similar. I think that's the same one. The two linesmen look new. So, hey, new referee crew here for tonight as the Buffaloes cross the ice. Just getting ready for the Valley Axemen, who's led out by number 33, Devin Dubik. And here they come. Phil, if you're, I guess, the Valley Axemen, what's the keys here to winning this game tonight against the Buffaloes and forcing a game 5?
Well, the Axemen have demonstrated a hard-working club in the previous games. Certainly they're led up front. I think it's by number 10 and number 24. And their goaltending, as you mentioned earlier, Dubnik, has just been outstanding. So it's going to be a good battle. If both teams come with their A game, it's going to be a good hockey game.
Absolutely. Should be a great one here tonight. I believe there's some legal awards being handed out here before we start. I'm just not sure if Mike is coming up or what's the story here. So as soon as we know, we'll let you know. No. So the defenseman of the year for 2023 was Jackson Beckler for the Valley Axemen. Of course, another one is number 24, Carter Cockburn. Had a heck of a year for a first year in the league. Leading goal scorer, leading scorer, and top forward for 2023. Of course, they're just announcing the runner-up goaltender for the year, number 33, Devin Dubik for the Valley Axemen.
Well, that in itself, Adam, speaks to the goaltending duo tonight because number 33, Warren Shimko, was the top goaltender of the year for the league. So we've got the best two goalies in the league tonight.
And we're ready for O'Canada. Sorry. I forgot to grab one. I'll get one first. I'll need some of it, but I won't be over at home. I'll tell you that much. Dubik. Yeah, Rick. I know, I always say Dubik. No, that's a different name. All right, about to get underway here in Minnetonka. Starting lineup for your Theodore Buffaloes, of course, being led in the back, goaltending, and by number 23, Warren Shimko. In the back, we've got in defense, we've got number 23, Keenan Sperling, and number 10, I believe, Curtis Becker. Up front, it's going to be led out by number 17, Zach Krasinski, number 89, Caden Taphorn, And number, who is also there, 15, Dan Wilson. Remember how we talked about maybe the third line as a message comes out for the Theodore Buffaloes? Well, Phil, here it is. What do you think?
Well, they must have read your mind, Adam, when you and I were getting set up here for the broadcast. We said that just to send a message to the boys that they've been first and second line all year, but maybe tonight you're not. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. As this game gets underway here in Minnetonka, the Buffaloes get the puck deep down the zone. However, don't touch it. So that'll be icing against the Theodore Buffaloes back to their end, to the blocker side of Warren Shimko.
Yeah, you see, Adam, this is the ref skate bias. We do have one new different referee tonight than we had last game. One of the fellows is the same gentleman that's here last game.
Yeah, no, I could see one is the same. The other one I think is different, though, because I think it was two older guys last time. This looks like a younger gentleman here. Working the stripes here tonight. Never an easy job. This is Sperling taking his puck behind the net. Now works it out quickly over to Kurchinski. But maybe not quick enough. It's Kurchinski does a nice job of getting that puck off of the stick of Carter Cockburn and down the ice into the Valley zone. Betchler pitches around the net for this Axemen. And the Buffaloes do a nice job of holding this one in. Here's Dan Wilson over for Schwartz. Schwartz just gets an opportunity. He's tied up in front. Here comes the Axemen the other way. Cockburn takes a shot. And that's just wide of the goaltender Shimko. Buffaloes get out of the zone, and John will skate this one in. Dylan Johnson pitches it around the net. And Schwartz is digging for it there. It fell on top of the net, sort of. And they'll give a whistle here fairly quickly as that red light's blinking behind Dubik. Hopefully it blinks a little more than that, maybe for real next time.
Yeah, looks like there's some young fellas in there playing with the switch.
Keaton Taphorn is taking this draw up against number 64. That is Jeff Riddle. Riddle won the draw, gets it back, and gets this up to neutral ice as the Axemen work this one back in. Pitch this one deep back into the Theodore zone as Grayson Neufeld settles that one down. Gets it over to Delane Lamb. Up to Keenan Taphorn. Taphorn across neutral ice. Gets it deep into the zone, and Dubik didn't like how that one was shaping up. He decides to go reach behind his net and cover that one up before any damage could possibly happen. We're at 18:21 left here in the first. No score yet here in Minnetonka. Once again, hey, give us a message if you want to let us know where you're watching from here tonight. We always appreciate kind of figuring out where everybody's from and where we have a little bit of a fun thing. So if you do, give us a message. Let us know where you're watching from here tonight. Of course, we're in Minnesota. Oh, what a chance there. A quick shot by Tony Robach with McIntyre right on top of the goaltender Dubik, who has to be sure on that one. As the Buffaloes get... My apologies there for the feedback. Should be okay now, I hope. As the Buffaloes pitches one deep in the end. I had to re-plug in a thing for charging here because our one outfit is just about dead. As both teams make some line changes here. Phil, what have you seen so far for the first 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
Well, there hasn't been any really great scoring chances. Both teams seem to be just feeling each other out here in a lot of neutral ice play, but I'm sure they'll start spending time in either end zone here pretty soon.
Curtis Decker dumps that one back down into the Valley zone. They'll get this one up, and they'll dump it down into the Theodore end as Shimko goes to play that one. Here is Decker. He'll try to get this one out. Doesn't work. And the Axemen will hold this one in. As number 10, that would be Tripp. He goes and gets that one deep into the Buff zone. Now works it out. As Logan Kalanchi looks that one and keeps it deep into the Swan Valley zone. That puck there is bouncing along the again on the side of the net. Here is Dylan Johnson with it. Johnson gets it off. Save made by Dubik. There'll be no rebound.
Yeah, That's a good thing he got his glove on that one, because Logan Clancy was sitting all by himself, just waiting for the puck to slip out of another foot, and he'd have had a good chance of going into the far corner.
You know, Keenan Spurling's been very solid this year for taking those shots along the blue lines. Has really improved his job of getting that puck deep and right onto the goaltender when he needs to. He's gotten a few more scores because of it and has done a very nice job of this so far. As the Buffs get this one and they pitch it around the net. Swan Valley ended up with it though, and they lose that puck in neutral ice. It goes back down into their zone as Krasinski goes and digs for it. Here's Wilson now with it. Wilson throws it around, still digging for it behind the net. And the Axemen will end up back with this puck here. Here is number 64. That is Riddle. Riddle works it around. Oh, what a hit there. Beautiful little touch up by Delayed Lamb. He'll knock the puck off his guy, and here comes Zach Krasinski the other way. Krasinski shoots. Couldn't get nothing on that shot, unfortunately. And an easy stop there for Dubik. As Keenan Spurling gets the puck, shoots this one down the ice a little bit. And won't go anywhere. As Mackenzie Flett there pitches it around the net for Derek Schwartz. Schwartz nailed them behind. That could have been an ugly looking play for a moment there. As the Axemen get the puck still in the Theodore Buffalo zone. Now Taphorn steps out with it. Over to Derek Schwartz, who is busy talking to number 74. That would be Riley Staples.
Yeah, he's probably letting Staples know they didn't appreciate that cheap shot in the back.
I don't think he really liked that one too much. As Dylan Johnson heads up the ice. Johnson throws it deep onto Keenan Taphorn's stick. And behind the net for Johnson. Johnson looks for Schwartz up front. He wasn't there. Johnson, though, does a beautiful job of handing it around. Chuck shot there by Neufeld. And that goes around the net as Johnson recovers that one, keeps it in the zone. Here's a chance now for Schwartz. Schwartz digs forward to the corner, shoots it out. Oh, what a chance there for Johnson. Just couldn't get a stick on it. As the Axemen get this one down and over to the Buff zone. Dylan Johnson grabs it, throws it into the corner for Derek Schwartz. Schwartz loses this one, and here comes Tripp up the ice. Tripp tries to get a pass here, almost over to one defenseman that was chasing him there. That was number 29, Jerzyk. As that doesn't work, and Jerzyk just pitches this one deep as Cockwell comes up back onto the ice for this Axemen. Cockwell throws this one around, and the Axemen get a puck shot off, and that's blocked up front by Curtis Decker. Tripp gets this puck over to Cockwell. Cockwell doesn't work. Puts it back to his defenseman. Shot made. Saved by Shimko. Rebound up front. Oh, what a chance there for Tripp to get a stick on it. Doesn't work. As the Buffaloes now get this one out of the zone and down to neutral ice once more. Here's Dubin. Tries to slow that one while going around the net. Buffaloes will end up with it. Here's Verana. So Tony Roebuck. Roebuck trying to make a move. Almost does. He gets to McIntyre. As Sperling now is with this puck. Pop, Sperling shoots it. That's blocked in front. Sperling again with it. Sperling throws it beside the net. As Dubik goes, pitches that one away. And here's Zach McIntyre with it. McIntyre tries to get it into back down in behind the net. As Swan Valley now has this puck going back towards Theodore zone. McIntyre does a nice little move, though. Gets it deep into the Swan Valley zone as they're going to make some changes on the fly here. Swan Valley gets this one back down into the Theodore Buffalo zone for a brief moment as Taphorn and Evans and Kalache go and take this puck back into the Swan Valley zone. Axemen try to get this one here, and they do. I'll get this up to neutral ice, but Jordan Evans is there to catch that puck and throw it back deep into the Swan River zone. Right straight to Kalache. Kalache to Jordan Evans. Evans shoots. Scores!
Heads up play by Logan Clancy. Slide over to open Evans.
Absolutely. Jordan Evans, as he's pointing towards the bench and smiling, does a beautiful job here. And gets this one down. Do I not have a camera on? I'm sure I've got a camera on. Is anybody watching this one here? Tells me I don't have a camera on, but hey, Brokenville, if you can't see it, I'm sure, Ian, I hope that you can see it pretty soon here. Let me know. See if there's something wrong. But Jordan Evans opens up the scoring here for the Theodore Buffaloes with 12:33 left here in the first. 1-0 Buffs. Skorchinski gets that puck at neutral ice. Tries to get it deep into the Swan Valley zone. However, that was intercepted. And Curtis Decker gets it back over to Dan Wilson. Throws it deep into the zone. And he'll force Devin Dubik to hold that puck in the Swan Valley zone. I'm sorry. Yes, I know I didn't move it quite in time there. I'll try to be better at it. I'm also doing voice and trying to move cameras and cameras on. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm sorry if I don't quite get to play all the time. They're shot there by Buffaloes. Rebound, and Dubik will hang on to that one as there's an opportunity there after a Delane Lamb shot from the blue line. Just about trickled through Devin Dubik. So my apologies, Ian. We will do better if we can do better, and we will try to do better for you. As the Buffaloes don't win this draw, and it is Tripp that ends up with it for the Swan Valley Axemen. Here's an opportunity now for Wilson, right to his stick. Wilson looking for an opportunity to get in front. Doesn't work. Here's another chance for Wilson. Gets it to Curtis Decker. Decker to Lamb. Lamb shoots. That's blocked up in front. As Cockwell takes the puck and tries to get this one down the ice and into the Buff zone. Caden Taphorn gets it, and here comes Derek Schwartz with him. Schwartz trying to find some guys open. Shoots! That chance there as Dubik left a pretty nice rebound. Here is Curtis Decker with it. Decker working it around. Cockburn, right? Yeah. Sorry. Cockwell is for my tuna. As the Buffaloes get this puck, and here's Dylan Johnson with it. Johnson up to Taphorn, and this puck shot just trickles past the goaltender Dubik, and the Axemen get the puck back. Down 1-0 so far in this game. 11:15 left here in the first. The Axemen get this puck back here. Here's Betchler with it. Betchler makes a nice opportunity there, and just going to hit the net. Here comes Taphorn with it. Taphorn, hard shot there, and Dubik hangs on with Derek Schwartz about to bear down on him. I would probably say right now opportunities pretty much on the Buffalo side of things, I would think. Phil, what do you think?
Yeah, they probably had a couple more direct shots on Dubik. Still looking for the Buffs. They're going to have to get a little more sustained pressure, I think, to come out ahead on this one.
Zach McIntyre grabs the puck in the Swan Valley zone. McIntyre pitches it around the net. However, there's only an Axeman over there, and they'll get this one back over to neutral ice. Flex throws it back into the Axeman zone. And the Axemen lose the puck, and here comes McIntyre back in to the Swan Valley zone. As he's getting tied up, there's going to be a penalty call here against one of them, I would imagine.
I think number 19 for the Axemen's going for slashing.
Number 19, it's number Kramer Colhart.
Gave McIntyre a pretty good slash across the side of the finger as he went around him with the puck.
As he heads off to the penalty box, Buffaloes are going to enjoy the first power play of the game here at about the 9:29 mark here in the first period. Have to do that once in a while, otherwise Phil goes and exiles me from the booth. So here's Roebuck, takes the draw, doesn't win this one, but the puck does end up behind the side of the net. Roebuck quickly gets his puck over to Lamb. Lamb, hard shot by Sperling. And that's over to net. Here's a chance as Dubik just about witnessed what happened to Warren Shipko in Game 3. However, that one didn't go in, and play is called.
Yeah, he was fortunate that come off the glass, hit him in the back, but I don't know if he ended up in his equipment or ended up laying on top of the net. But
either way, he ended up lucky for the Buffaloes who win this draw, though. Here's Colby Brana over to Keenan Sperling. Sperling, hard shot, shoots. Saved by Dubik with a crowd in front of him. Nice stop by the netminder. As they line this one up on the blocker side this time of Devin Dubik. Vrana wins this draw as well over to Tony Roebuck. Now Vrana got it. Vrana gets muscled off the puck there. For a brief moment, this one goes around. Cockburn throws this one down. And here comes a chance for Tripp. Tripp has two Buffaloes hanging on top of him. As all the Buffaloes now are heading up ice. Tripp doesn't quite work again. Josh Tripp trying to be a little fancy and try to pick one up. Here is Lamb with it. Lamb slows down as the Buffaloes are making changes. Gives it to Tony Roebuck around the net. Roebuck getting muscled off the puck by the defenseman of the year for the Saskies, Jackson Betzler. Here's a chance for Johnson. Shoots. Save made by Dubik. Now bounce out of the zone as Carter Cockburn was chasing that one down. A little bit of a dangerous play there for the Buffaloes. Here comes the Buffaloes back up ice. Dylan Johnson over to Keenan Taphorn. Taphorn gets it over Johnson. Oh, what a chance there just across the net. And the net comes off and we got a whistle.
Heads up play by Taphorn and got DJ coming in on the far side and just come across crease and just missed the outside of the far post. Otherwise, 4 inches over, that was in the net.
Keenan Taphorn does a beautiful job of trying to get that puck onto the stick of Dylan Johnson. Just unfortunate that didn't work. That was a great opportunity for the Buffaloes there with 37 seconds left of the penalty to Coltart. We are just waiting for this one to be dropped off. Taphorn is going to take the draw. I think it's against Cockburn. It wasn't. It was number 21. That is Kelly Gray. Either way, the Axemen go get this puck all the way back down the ice. And the Buffaloes will have to regroup behind their net. Mackenzie Flett takes it. Settles it down. Now here he comes with the head of steam. Flett tries to make a pass over to Neufeld. Doesn't work. Neufeld will have to settle this one back down. 12 seconds left in the penalty. As Flett throws that one up and off. I think it went off the railings. And the play is called at the Buffaloes blue line. Shots are 9-1 right now for the Theodore Buffaloes, which seems a little bit amazing, but I suppose. And
I would have thought there'd have been a couple more shots there with Axemen, but they have missed the net on a few of their opportunities.
That's for sure. As the Buffaloes get this one down back into the Swan Valley zone, and that will be icing as that penalty expired for the shot. 8:29 left here in the first. Still a 1-0 game for the Theodore Buffaloes. On the goal by, my brain just went and had a brain fart. I will think of it eventually. Jordan Evans had a nice little goal there. And, 1-0 for the Buffs. As one of his old line mates there, Logan Galacci tries to chase that one down. And Betzler loses the puck here against Verana. Verana throws it over and deep into the Swan Valley zone for Galacci. As they start digging for it here, Galacci gets the puck back quickly to Lamb. Lamb shoots. Blocked up in front. Betzler pitches it up. And here comes the Axemen the other way. Jordan Evans, the goal scorer in this game so far. Works this one around and over to Logan Galacci. Galacci gets it deep back down for Jordan Evans. Evans throws it in front, hoping that Galacci was there. Fortunately, it wasn't. And the Axemen are coming up ice here once more. Caden Taphorn takes it. Throws it around the net, and Dan Wilson ends up with it. And here comes Zach Kurchinski with him. Kurchinski gets this one worked down into the Swan Valley zone. And over to Caden Taphorn. Taphorn gets to the Sperling. Sperling shoots there, and a good chance for Kurchinski to get a stick on it. Another shot there by Flett. And another shot here coming from Sperling, and he rifles that one and bounces off of a Valley Axemen player. And this one ends up back down into the Swan Valley zone. Taphorn gets the puck. Caden Taphorn, another chance for Wilson. Put a stick on it. Devin Dubik had to be sharp on that one, as that one was a good opportunity for number 15, Dan Wilson.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dan was just right in tight in the blue paint. He didn't have a lot of room to maneuver around with that puck before Dubik got his glove on it.
Axemen here trying to take this draw, and Cockburn loses this one against Vrana. Vrana takes a shot there, and that goes just beside the net. Here comes the Axemen once more. Cockburn takes a shot there. Shimko hasn't been busy this period, but when he's got it, he makes the save. No rebound on that one. As he registers his second shot on tonight.
Yeah, Swan Valley's got their top line out there on the front end, and they're Probably their top 5 unit right now.
I would think so, as they got Betchler out there, they've got Tripp out there, and they've got Cockburn out there. That's a pretty good combination right there, alongside number 29, Brock Jerzik. That's been a top line for the Valley Axemen, and a very dangerous line. As the Buffaloes, though, get the puck, and they'll get this back down into the Axemen zone. Here's Tripp with it. Tripp gets it to Cockburn. Cockburn throws it over, doesn't work, and the Buffaloes get this back down and out of the zone for a brief moment. As that's being dug along the side there. And the Buffaloes, Curtis Decker, will have to calm this one down. Now he gets the puck up and over to Keenan Taphorn. Taphorn takes a shot there. Newick's going to hang on, wait for a whistle. Not a lot of hockey games on this evening. I know that the Wheatland Hockey League had their series go here. Their finals are going on. The Creek Warriors and the Tisdale Ramblers playing for the league championship there. That game did go on from what I know of. I didn't see anything that said it didn't. Lots of games were postponed because of the storm down south here. Cardiff and Kyle, of course, the Buffaloes know all about Cardiff. They were supposed to play tonight in the Provincial D final, and that game there got delayed because of the snow, as well as the Wadena Wildcats and the Carlisle Cougars also got delayed because of the snow. Here's a chance for Taphorn. Taphorn shoots and just missed the net. Other shot there on the side for Dylan Johnson. And Dubik had to be sharp on that one. As the Axemen now are a little bit real in here. Here's a chance for Keenan Taphorn. Just loses the puck there to Betchler. And the Axemen now settle this one down. Here comes Jackson Betchler out of the back end. Betchler pitches it around. Gets another shot on Shimko. He'll make a save. Rebound pops up and over for Keenan Taphorn. Gets it back to the lane lab, and now Tony Roebuck has it. Here's Roebuck heading up ice. Full head of steam into him. As Roebuck digs around, tries to get this puck, shoots. That just missiles wide of Devin Dubik. Here's Fletch shooting it. The save made by Dubik. As the Buffaloes keep this puck in the zone. Here is Kalanche digging along the side of it. Mackenzie Fletch at the right place at the right time. Keeps that puck in the zone. Here comes the Axemen now with it. Number 74, get this one deep into the Buffalo zone. Axemen doing a good job. They're trying to get this puck back in deep. Trailing right now 1-0 to the Theodore Buffaloes. 4:25 left here in the first. Roebuck gets this puck, shoots it in deep onto the goaltender Dubik. And Jordan Evans will go try to chase that one down. Here comes the Axemen into the Buffalo zone as they try to get something working here. Evans throws this one over, and number 14 ends up with this. That would be Jaden Boysen. I got to pronounce names one day. Jackson doing a good job of holding it in the zone at the moment here, as Curtis Decker will try to settle this one down. And he'll just shoot this over the boards as the Buffaloes need to make a line change. Looks like a little bit of well wishes being made by Curtis Decker, and I'm trying to see the other number there. I think that
Swan Valley guy give Curtis Decker a little shot across the shin pads there, and Kurt just, I'm sure, probably told him what he thought of that.
I think that was number 12, this returning player, Ryan Braun, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Coming back from a suspension, 3-game suspension from the last series against Kenora. As the Axemen try to get this one out. Shot made by Shimko. Big save again. As there was an opportunity for a rebound in front. Here comes the Buffaloes trying to get this puck out of the zone once more. 3:15 left in the first. As Caden Taphorn does a nice job pulling that puck off of his forward. And right up in front, that's not the place where you want that puck. And the Axemen are doing a great job now, and that's shot out of play. I don't think it touched anybody, so it's going to go completely out of the zone and to the blue line of the Theodore Buffaloes.
Well, that's probably the first shift out of that the Axemen have had any kind of sustained pressure, and actually had the Buffaloes running around a little bit in their end for a while.
As they bring out the big line here, as they maybe spell something. Here's McIntyre, though. He'll get the puck and over to the lane lab. Tries to get this one, does, and going to get it out with his own. Here's McIntyre. Tips it and gets it deep into the Axemen zone. Brad tries to dig for it here. Does get the puck over to McIntyre for a brief moment. As Tripp is trying to dig that one along the boards. Josh Tripp is working away on that board alongside of Vrana and McIntyre. They do get that puck loose, and it ends up going down towards the Theodore zone. Flet hits the referee. Now this one over for Tony Roebuck. Roebuck pitches along the boards. Does get out for a brief moment, but here's the Axemen throwing this one deep over the head of goaltender Warren Chipko as they get it back into the zone. Josh Tripp, I think, is going to take a trip.
Yeah, he
Hook.
got a stick in on Lane Lamb and spun him around as Lane was trying to play the puck. And the referee standing 6 feet away. It's hard to get away with him.
And with 2:13 left here in the first, the Buffaloes will get their second penalty or power play opportunity here.
Just while we're waiting, I don't just check the SGHL for any of the Terrier fans. They're trailing Humboldt 5-3 late in the second period.
Yeah, last game again for the Terriers tonight. I think it's the last game of the regular season.
Humboldt plays, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday in Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So, yeah, there's still a little bit to decide. I think they're in playoff positions for 4 and 5. Otherwise, the series are all set there. We might talk about it during the first intermission here in a moment. So, as Dylan Johnson gets this puck in for the Theodore Buffaloes on a power play, takes a hard shot there, and that just missed short of the net on the goaltender Dubin. Johnson gets Taphorn to it. Taphorn, shot there by Schwartz. Just could not bury it as Dubik was going across. Johnson with it. Gets it over to Taphorn. Taphorn to Neufeld. And Neufeld couldn't hang on to that one. Neufeld gets it up to Dylan Johnson. Johnson to Schwartz into the zone for the Axemen. Schwartz trying to find somebody open. Johnson was, but he couldn't get his stick on the puck. Here's Dylan Johnson again with it. Over to Sperling. Sperling gets bounced. The puck bounces off of him. And that's going to end up back 165 feet the other way. As there's under a minute left here in the first period. Here's Taphorn. Gets it down and into the Swan Valley zone. Flet over to Schwartz. Schwartz gets to McIntyre. McIntyre gets worked off that puck. And this one's going to end up back down into the Theodore zone with 30 seconds left of the penalty to Josh Tripp. Schwartz decides he wants to tell somebody what he thinks of him on the bench. Traditional move for Derek Schwartz. And the Buffaloes head in to the zone. Roebuck takes a shot there. A little bit of a funny bounce there as Dubik has to hang on.
Yeah, it's a good play by Tony. He had Renai streaking through the crease area there. Could have got a deflection there and might have surprised Devin. But Devin got there first.
As Roebuck goes and wins this draw. Straight back to the lane, Lamb. Lamb over to Flet. Flet shoots. That's blocked up in front. And the Axemen get their stick on the puck first and send this down the ice. As the penalty expires to Josh Tripp, here comes Tony Roebuck back into the Swan Valley zone. Takes a shot there. Saved by Duick. The rebound ends up behind the net. And over for Delane Lamb, who digs it up. Here comes the Axemen one more time. Cockburn. And that one will end in the first period. Good game so far for the Theodore Buffaloes. 5 to 17 are the shots for the Theodore Buffaloes, and they also lead this game 1-0.
Yeah, Theodore's definitely had more rubber, more, I guess, a little pressure here on Dubik. He said to make more saves than Warren did, but it's not over. They're one-goal game. They're going to have to come out and keep playing hard and playing smart.
Absolutely. Otherwise, this game could turn the other way very quickly. We seen it only a week ago on a one-goal game. So with that, I'm going to turn it off here for a little bit. I'm going to go and probably try to warm up just for a quick minute. And hand out some more yellow jerseys because, you know what, fans need some more yellow jerseys all around. So we'll get that done, and we'll join you here for the second period with the Buffaloes leading 1-0 here in Minnesota.
We all have certain things that make us say, yes, this is the home. RE/MAX Blue Chip Realty. We find homes that fit you.
so many things can let you down. Yes, you won't. New Viraxer Complete, the pre-seed pulse herbicide that takes out the toughest weeds and helps keep them out with extended residual. Viraxer Complete. Count on it.
Welcome to Hearns Westview Pharmacy. We are located directly across from the hospital and are open 9 to 8 Monday to Friday as well as Saturdays until 5 p.m. for all your pharmacy needs. Hearns has been locally owned and operated since 1968 and we take pride in our small town feel and pharmacy experience. As we embrace the new and modern ways of pharmacy practice, we still believe in real people answering the phones, pharmacists knowing your name, and treating our patients like families. As local owners, we know the importance of contributing to our community's well-being and keeping local dollars in the local economy. We donate to numerous organizations, including the Health Foundation, local sports, and Canadian communities. At Hearns, we provide home healthcare products, walking boots, braces, ostomy supplies, compression stockings, and an array of over-the-counter medications at our stores. We also provide free citywide delivery and free compliance tracking to ensure our patients' needs are met. Hearns Westview Pharmacy. Come of our patients feel like family.
Wide of the I shouldn't have that going. Now I don't, and we should be ready to roll here. Sorry about that. There was a puck shot taken, and that there bounced down over to Cockburn. Cockburn to Jackson Betchler. Betchler now tries to line it up. Doesn't work. Takes a shot there, and that's blocked nicely in front by Kerchinsky. And he was heading up ice in case of a chance for a breakaway. Here's Cockburn with it. Cockburn on a long shift here right now with Tripp. Tripp tries to get this one back over. Does get to Jackson Betchler. Betchler takes a shot there. Rebound. And that was bouncing all over the place as Josh Tripp got a stick on it. And play is called. Phil, you thought it was a pretty good period for the Buffaloes, but there's probably a little bit of room to improve. What do they got to do?
Well, yes, there's always room to improve, Adam. They just got to keep passing the puck, keep playing smart, and keep skating. It's doable.
Chuck made rebound! That bounced off of Shipko, and he didn't know where it was for a brief moment. And Dylan out the ice quickly. Here comes the Axemen up ice. Buffaloes get it here. Here's Johnson. He gets muscled off the puck quickly. And here's a shot there. Rebound! Bounce off the goaltender Shimko's glove. Good opportunity there for the Axemen. As Schwartz gets the puck. Schwartz pitches it over to Dylan Johnson. Johnson loses this one, and it goes all the way down the zone and into the Valley Axemen center here. And back to center ice. Sperling pitches one deep as Johnson's touching up for the icing offside. And they're going to go make some changes on the Buffalo side. Axemen get this one down the ice, and that icing was waved off. As Taphorn gets this around Decker. Decker gets it up and all the way down the ice. And that's going to be icing against the Theodore Buffaloes. 17:28 left here in the second. Still 1-0 Buffaloes game.
That's one of those. Got the big line out there again.
Absolutely. They're going to be playing a lot of hockey, I would think, probably for the next 40 minutes or so. As the Buffaloes get this one down the ice, and here's a chance for McIntyre. He can't quite catch up to that one. They'll take it back into the Buffalo zone, the Axemen will. And Verano will work this one around the net over for Curtis Decker. Gets this quickly up to Tony Roebuck. Roebuck skates alongside, gets this one deep into the Valley zone. Shot there off of Dubik. And the rebound bounces right back to Sperling. Another chance there for McIntyre to knock this one down. Just missed it. And here comes the Axemen for a brief moment, but Sperling grabs out of neutral ice. Here is the Axemen with it. This is bouncing up and now to play. As that one there, I think, bounced off of a Buffalo?
No,
nothing.
He went up over and hit the steel.
Hit the girder.
Yeah, and the last shot on that, Zach McIntyre got a stick on it, but he didn't get enough movement to get it past Dubik.
As this puck here stays in the Valley zone, that's pitched up and out of play. This is going to come out of the zone, as I think it went off of Schwartz or Epps.
I think that went off White Sticks.
All right. Thank you, everybody that's been watching here tonight. We've got people from Morse I can see here. We've got guys that are just watching out of Rocanville. I'm sure they're not scouting in any way, shape, or form and trying to get some edge on which team they might be facing here coming up. Still a lot to decide here in this one as the Axemen get this back down and into the Theodore Buffalo zone. Here's the Lane Lamb with it. Lamb pushing around the net. That one will bounce, and LC Logan Clancy gets this one down the zone, and Johnson there took a little spill. For a sure-footed guy, and fell down pretty easily in that one. Here's LC with it. Logan Kalanchi gets it up ice and into neutral ice, and that shot's off of Shimko and over to the end as Grayson Neufeld will pick this one up. Throws it around the net. There's two guys onto Lamb real quick. He'll get it up to neutral ice, though. And the Axemen pitches back down in. Neufeld tries to get it out. Doesn't work. Here's an opportunity for the Axemen. Shoots! Good chance there. That was number 9. His name is Riddle. Darcy Riddle gets an opportunity and stays out of the net. Good save by Shimko. Here's Jackson Betchler with it. Betchler, as the Stampede Axemen were making line changes, just a little bit too far for Riddle, and that one will be a whistle.
Yeah, last shot on Shimko, he deflected up with his blocker, and I'm not sure how the 4 stripes missed it, but it clearly hit the screen above the glass, came back into play, and it just carried on. So
I kind of figured that, but I was wondering about that, why they never made a call on that. But okay, fair enough. as the Buffaloes don't win this draw, and it goes back down for the Axemen. Here comes the Valley Axemen with it. Gets this one down, and Buffaloes do a good job of plugging up that neutral ice usually. And here comes Keenan Sperling with it. Sperling skates up ice really quick, takes a hard shot. And nice glove save there by the goaltender Dubik as Taphorn and Bexler and a few others decide to go and mingle in the corner. Not sure if I can get a good view of that, but we'll try.
Emotions are starting to climb up there. Guys are, they know it's the end for one team if they lose, and the other team wants to end the series, so they're putting it all on the line tonight.
Yep, seems to be a great game so far as Keenan Taphorn loses this draw, and the Axemen head up ice. Here comes the Valley Axemen again with it. Bexler pitches it up and doesn't work anywhere as Derek Schwartz is there to take that puck away from any action. And we're back. Sorry about that. We will go to solo. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. If somebody decided to stand in front of the dish or pick up some radiation, I don't know what was the plan there, but nevertheless, you didn't miss much. Buffalo's had another shot on net, and that's about it. This one ended up back down in the Theodore Buffalo zone to the blocker side of Warren Shimko. Not really much else I can tell you about that play that you might have missed.
No, just puck got near the net. Warren wanted to slow things down, so he reached out and got a stoppage of play.
There you go. As McIntyre will get this puck and head back up ice with Tony Roebuck. Roebuck gets it, throws it down, doesn't work. And this one goes and gets thrown back down in the zone, this time by Mackenzie Flett. Buffaloes go back to go get this one. Don't quite keep it in the zone, although Delaney Lamb makes a nice shot there. And it gets tied up in the equipment of Devin Dubik, and he's got to hang on.
I'm not sure if he really knew where that was once I hit him, because he just was motionless and he didn't move his hands, and he had the 5-hole open, so I think he was afraid of moving for fear of kicking it out.
Yeah, some sort of equipment team might have just bounced and didn't feel it, and he was wondering where it was. So, nevertheless, Buffs get a draw. However, they didn't win it in the Axemen zone, and the Valley Axemen will take this one out. Buffalo zone again had a good job in neutral ice here tonight as Kobe Verana gets this back into this Valley Axemen zone for just a moment. And a big opportunity there for a hit. However, Tony Roebuck dodged out of the way of that one. Lamb, and that would be number 21, get tied up here for the Axemen. As another chance for Kalaki. Oh, what a chance there! And Dubik didn't know where it was for a quick moment. Here is Verana with it. Verana gets sees one guy cross-check to the ice, and nothing called there. That was on Roebuck, and there was a call on it. Sorry, I missed it. And the call coming up to the Valley Axemen.
Dangerous play when you're that close to the wall with your back turned to the plate.
Absolutely. This puck's pushed ahead and deep into the Swan Valley zone. Axemen do get the puck, and they all shoot this one down over to the goaltender, Warren Shimko. Sperling getting muscled off the puck there for a brief moment, and now he'll get this up, and not very far as this one goes deep into the Axemen zone. Sperling looks like he might be hurt here.
I think Axemen got a stick up on him as he was trying to go around him. He flipped the puck to one side and tried to go around him, and the Axemen's player turned around and his stick came up and caught him up underneath the visor.
Keenan Sperling and heads off there, and head trainer Jeremy Kudrick goes to see him. Referees are going to have Sperling. was tipped off on them, and they're going to give the Buffs, it's going to go back into the Buffalo zone. And I don't think there's any call going to come of this.
No, it doesn't like it.
And we'll be going 5-on-4 still for the next minute, 43 seconds. As the Buffaloes win this draw and head back up ice. Here's Derek Schwartz with it. Schwartz gets into the zone, passes it over to Dylan Johnson. Johnson shoots there. Nice save by Dubik. Decker over to Lamb. It's a nice little play there by the good defensive play there by number 64. It's Riddle. Jeff Riddle this time. And he'll get this one down the ice. Betchler gets the puck. Buffs couldn't quite control it on the line. And Betchler pitches it down. Here comes Lamb with it. Lamb heading up ice. Lamb pitches it over. It's clean and no off. As the Buffaloes get established a little bit here in the Valley Axemen zone. Here's Neufeld with it. Neufeld over to Lamb. To, that would be Roebuck. To Lamb. Over to Tapler and shoots there, and that's blocked up in front. Tapler digging along the boards with it. Shot made by Johnson and nothing else. And the Axemen get this one back down into the Theodore Buffaloes zone.
Yeah, some good passing there by the Buffs and Axemen end zone, but the defenders were.
Good chance there. Actually, a weird play. Was tipped by Verano right at the red line, and the icing was waved off. And I don't think Dubik kind of realized it was hanging on to that puck in a weird way. And McIntyre just came in and punched it home just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's off the boards quite the way he did. Maybe go behind it.
Exactly. As Colby Verano will take the draw here. 4:24 seconds left in the penalty to the Axemen as Sperling's back in the ice. Takes a shot, saves, big rebound. Nice little tip there by Colby Verana on the shot by Aiden Sperling. Goes and tries to hang on to this one. He does pitch it around the net.
Yeah, the defenseman got it up off the glass, not a play, so the face-off will be to the right of Dubik.
5 seconds left of the penalty to the Axemen. Buffalo's got to be careful here just in case of a short-handed coming out of the penalty box scenario. As Verana goes and has a brief word with number 9 from the Axemen. And the penalty expires to the Axemen. We're back on 5-on-5. Buffs are 0 for 3 on the power play right now. You know, it was a little bit of a concern in the Cardiff series, and I think it's still a concern right now, is the lack of scoring probably by our power play.
Yeah, they're getting the opportunity. They're just not getting real good quality shots on Dubik. And, of course, you know, you're not going to beat him just shooting on him. In most cases, you're going to have to get him moving around, not a position to score.
Absolutely. As the Axemen start to head back up ice into the Theodore area. Theodore does a nice job, keeps that in the zone. Here's a shot by Kalachi. Rebound. Here's a chance for Evans again. And he just couldn't get the truck shot on there. Evans goes in front. And that doesn't work. Evans again. Jordan Evans is having a night. Here's a chance for Kalachi. And they can't get it past. Huge plays there by Devin Dubik as Keaton Sperling just walks somebody. And he's going to get a penalty call against him as everybody's getting thrown around here and tossed around.
My guess is that Sperling's probably going to get called for head contact. His arm came up and hit number 16 square in the side of the face.
I'm sure Sperling was upset about that high sticking call earlier, but that's not the way of doing it. And I'll predict you're right. A 2 out of 10 coming up here for Keaton Sperling. He's pointing at head contact as he's yelling at the ref to make sure that he gets up. And it looks like probably we're going to go 5-on-5 because of the action afterwards.
Well, you got some penalties down the corner here.
Schwartz wants to grab somebody.
64.
Yeah, the 64. That would be Jeff Riddle. Have everybody talking to everybody. Decker is having a nice conversation with Dubik. Probably those two are probably just wishing each other well in the next play.
I don't very much as animosity there. It's not like the other corner of the rink.
Yeah, as the Buffaloes looks like it's Sperling and Schwartz in the penalty box right now.
Well, I'll be interested to see what they do here. I'm thinking Sperling's going to get probably
2 and a
Possibly
10.
2 and a 10 for checking to the head. And whether they call Schwartz, the other fella, for double minor for roughing, or hopefully they don't call him for majors for fighting, because
It wasn't a fight.
it really wasn't a fight, although gloves were off. But really wasn't
I think it was more of they got pulled off as they were going around here. Number 64, that's Jeff Riddles in the penalty box right now. And it looks like, I think you're right, probably we're going to have 2, 2 and a 10 for the Buffaloes, and probably a 2 for the Axemen. And we'll go 5 on 4 here. That's the simplest way of calling it, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I got to think the Buffs have got to be shorthanded.
I would think
The
so.
original penalty that started everything.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would think they'd have to be short-handed on this one here. So you're probably going to see a 5 on 4 power play, I think, for the Valley Axemen. As they're throwing in the, what the heck are they doing here? They're digging around, looking for numbers, finding guys to talk to.
Ref wants to talk to the coach.
He's talking to head coach. I don't have his name on my sheet. As they're kind of giving him the explanation of what we're going to be doing here. To me, I am guessing maybe we're getting more than what we think here, Phil.
Well, we'll see here shortly.
I mean, the Buffaloes are only have 5 defensemen here tonight. And Matt Calanche is very upset. And now they're just looking for more penalties to give. As Garbett is yelling something at the referee, that's not going to end well.
Well, I think Coach Norm is trying to get the boys to calm down here and not let their emotion get the best of them.
As there looks to be a few penalties coming up here, we're just waiting to see. Their door open. They're going to call it as Curtis Decker, the voice of reason for the Theodore Buffaloes on average. He is going to be the one talking to the referees here. As, of course, Captain Schwartz is in the penalty box. Jordan Evans is heading to the box. So are we going to have a 5 on 3 here?
Well, Evans could be serving a minor if they call 2 and 10 against.
Or 2 and a 5 against Schwartz?
No, if it's a 5, he's gone.
Well, no, that's what I'm wondering here. What's going on? Looks like we got an extra group in there. They're just going to go and throw Evans and number 14. That would be number 14 is Moisendes. I can never pronounce that last name, and I apologize to him if he does watch this feed later. Nevertheless, we are currently still waiting for referees to get this all settled out as Curtis Decker is, well, talking to everybody. Quite a delay in this game. I mean, to me, it's pretty straightforward. You take Sperling, give him the 2 and the 10. You give Schwartz 2, and you give one of the other Valley Axemen 2, and we got another guy going to the penalty box here, so we got all sorts of stuff going on. Number 22 now, Bettesworth is heading to the penalty box. Eventually we'll get this settled. I mean, the Axemen's got 5 guys on there, and the Horn guy's getting impatient. Well, I was getting impatient until the score ran out. Shots right now, 25 to 10. I think he got his order. 25 to 10 for the Theodore Buffaloes right now. And they're cheering something on, but I don't know what it is.
I think the fans are just trying to get their hometown boys
Fired up.
fired up.
And now McIntyre's in the penalty box. I don't know who's supposed to be in one penalty box here. I think Evans came out, and now they got McIntyre in there. And now I don't know if we know what's anything going on here.
Well, Adam, this is where the Buffs has got to just take a step back. They got to get refocused here, and they got to keep their emotions under control because
They got a double minor on the board. 2 minors for the Buffaloes, so we're 5 on 3.
Because this can be their demise if they don't play the disciplined hockey that they're capable of
The composure level again for the Buffaloes. I would love to hear what the penalties are.
I'm going to step out.
Yeah, no problem, Phil. As Phil steps out to hear what these penalties are all about. Now we got the ref or the timekeeper calling over the referee. And the Buffaloes now blowing the whistle. Looks like we're good. Now we're going to go here. Here's Betchler. Gets the puck as the Buffs are on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. Betchler gets the puck, shoots. Save made by Shimko. No rebound. Still a 1-0 game here for the Theodore Buffaloes, however. A 5-on-3 power play right now for Valley Axemen. As the penalties are being called here, we'll get Phil to tell us here right away what they are. Kobe Verano wins this one, and Delane Lamb tries to get it around the net real quick. Doesn't work. And he gets tied up along the boards. He's got Cockburn, and he's got the Tripp with him. Jeff Tripp gets his puck back to Betchler. Betchler trying to find some guys open. Here's one of the Axemen over to Betchler. Betchler shoots. Save made by Shimko. And he'll hang on. Great play there by the Buffaloes. Warren Shimko. Huge stop. As he had Jeff Tripp. Or Josh Tripp right on the side. Buffaloes get this one down the ice. And they'll get this one back down into as the Valley Axemen come up the ice. Again, great opportunity for Axemen here. Betchler loses the puck again to Lamb. Now gets it back. Here's a chance here. Number 24, that's Cockburn. Passes it over to number 27. That's Morden. Has a good shot from the slot. Here's the Axemen rebound right in front. Another chance saved by Shimko. And another opportunity for Betchler. Everybody's falling everywhere. Lamb scores!
Unfortunately, Curtis and Delane went down to block that shot, and when they did, Delane fell over on Kurt's stick and kind of didn't hurt, and both of them had nice flat on the ice.
The Valley Axemen tied this game up here. I would think there should be a Buffalo coming out of the penalty box, shouldn't there?
Well, there's got to be one minor over. I think one guy did come out. But
okay, they swapped it up here. Out. We're 5-on-4 now. Had a good chance there to kill a lot of this power play off, but unfortunately just couldn't, the Buffaloes. And the Valley Axemen tie this game up at ones. And still on the power play here. Here's a chance for Cockburn. Passes it over. Shot made. Rebound. Scores. Good shot made by Evan Morgan. Bounced straight over to the open man, number 10, Josh Tripp. And it's a 2-1 game for the Valley Axemen.
Yeah, that turned into the next one. He did move the puck around and got the rebound up. Simcoe's pad, and of course, Tripp was standing wide open by himself, and he's not going to miss 10 feet away with half the net open.
So we got 2 10-minute misconducts, I suppose, is what happened, right?
Yeah, there was some 10s in there. The sound system's not the greatest. I couldn't really make out, but there was some misconducts I heard, so that's obviously why there's still Buff players.
That's why there's 2 Buff players probably in there and Baxter in there. So, nevertheless, Axemen now take a 2-1 lead here on the Theodore Buffaloes, looking to keep their season alive here tonight. And right now, they got a great opportunity still if this game keeps going the way it is, as 2 of the better Buffalo players here, Derek Schwartz. And you've also got, what a good chance there for Dan Wilson to try to get a pass over to Krasinski. As Dan Wilson starts digging for it here. Wilson works it around the net. Gets it over to Caden Taphorn. Taphorn throws it around the net. Trying to find Krasinski. Wilson will pick it up. This one ends up back down around the net as Caden Taphorn checks his guy. And Krasinski gets it. Passes it over to Neufeld. Neufeld takes a shot there. Doesn't hit the net. Mackenzie Flett coming down deep to get this one. Flett throws it in front there, but it doesn't work. As here comes the Axemen up ice again. Good opportunity there. If he could have grabbed it, it was for number 9, Darcy Riddle. Just didn't quite work. Hard shot there, and Riddle is in front of Shimko. They'll hang on. It was a 1-0 game, if you would ask me probably about 1 minute ago. Now, unfortunately, it's a 2-1 game for the Axemen.
Buff's got Schwartz back, so he must have been in coincidental minors. Looks like probably just Furling left in there.
That'll be the 10-minute head into contact. Yeah, that makes sense. So at least you got Schwartz back. But oh, what a chance there for the Axemen again. As that puck was going right in front. And here's a 3-on-2 the other way. Roebuck has that stick gets knocked right clearly out of Verana's hands. As he's coming back. And here's a chance here. As Verana goes and gets the puck down deep into the Axemen zone. Buffalo's just got to get their head composed here a little bit. I got that too tight door.
You talking over on this?
Sure. Buffaloes get the puck, and now here's the Axemen heading up ice. Here is Decker with it. Decker calms it down a little bit. It's Josh Tripp on top of him. He gets the Colby Verana. Verana has the guy behind him, Tony Roebuck. Hard shot there, and McIntyre was in the right position at the right time. Big hit there along the boards by Roebuck or by McIntyre. As Roebuck and Roebuck can score!
A good job by Dwayne Lamb right on the ice into the paint, and Bernani got a stick on it and tipped it up into the hole between the arm and the pad of Dubik.
Absolutely great shot there by Dwayne Lamb, and we are tied at 2. Well, the Buffaloes could have let that 5-on-3 discourage them, or they could have encouraged them to get going again. So far, it looks like maybe the encouragement has happened. Let me get this looser. Sure. Let this straight. As the Buffaloes get the puck back and head towards the Valley zone. Axemen try to get this puck down, and they get it into neutral ice as Dylan Johnson kicks that. And here's a chance here for the Axemen going the other way. Shimko makes a nice little save. Pitches this into the corner. And the Axemen get this puck. And lose it. Here comes Dylan Johnson with him. Jordan Evans on his other side. 2-on-1 developing. Here's a chance for Evans. Evans! Oh, what a chance there. Just couldn't quite get the puck. Johnson again throws it in front. Still in front for Dylan Johnson. Johnson pitches it around, gets it back in. Smart play to Neufeld. Farrell shoots there and just missed the net. Now it's to Mackenzie Flett. Dylan to Dylan Johnson. Johnson shoots and just missed on the blocker side of Dubik. Buffs get it around. Betchler with it. Betchler for the Axemen. Carries it up ice. Here's Betchler. Makes one move. Doesn't work. Evans does a nice job of poking it back. Now here comes the Axemen back up ice. Takes a shot there. Runs on top of Shimko. And he'll hang on as that one. The Axemen was right going to head towards him. We've got 5:09 left here in the second. Tie game, 2-2. With an important draw alongside Warren Shimko.
It's good to see the Buffs respond and not roll over and quit working.
As the Axemen try to get this puck down into the zone, that's Riddle. Riddle throws it around. Darcy Riddle doesn't get it now. Here's Lamb. Lamb throws it around as Curtis Decker is showing instructions. And a good call there as it was very close. And that linesman don't like hearing about it, but offside was the call against the Axemen.
The linesman is in perfect position to catch that little bit of weight. It was just there for a brief moment, but enough to make it up.
Goes, gets this puck. We should be going back here shortly. Sorry about that again. Here is Decker with it. Decker gets the puck, heads and takes a look up ice, and gets this over to Dwayne Lamb. Lamb throws this one. That's off of one of the Axemen players. This is going to end up outside of the blue line. Nope. They say it's going inside. Lamb didn't like that. Nevertheless,
I know both him and Decker were pretty sure that hit by Black, but nevertheless, Got to win the draw and keep going.
Yeah, exactly. So lots of hockey left here. Still got 4:07 left here in the second period. Buffs up until probably 5-10 minutes ago were composed, and then all of a sudden had a brief moment. Gave a 5 on the right, scores! A little bit of a lapse there by Warren Kitko. And the Axemen take the lead back with 3:56 left here in the second.
Buffs aren't questioning if the puck was out of sight or frozen.
I could imagine they were, but there was no whiff. And there was no challenges in the Sask East Hockey League as of yet. As Delane Lamb gets this puck over to Tony Roebuck. Roebuck tries to move this one up ice, and that's blocked up real quickly here. Fleck does get it out of the zone. But I don't know why. The Buffs look a little bit unfocused all of a sudden again. Here's Roebuck trying to find somebody open. And McIntyre makes a nice little play to get this over to Kobe Verano. Verano gets it into the Axemen zone. Verano pitches it around. Trying to find somebody open. Here's Lamb. Lamb passes it over to Decker. Decker shoots. Save. Rebound. Score!
Well, the referee's pointing at the net, and of course,
Dubik is screaming angry.
They're saying it was kicked or hit with a high stick, but certainly not a high stick for sure.
I don't think that's anywhere near a high stick. As Kobe Verana might have patted that in a little bit. Or Curtis Decker's getting a goal, one of the two.
No, I think Renai picked up the rebound and put it home. And he pointed at the net. He was quite decisive, but now they're going to have a conference.
One debate this one. We got probably another 10-minute delay.
The ref just blew the whistle and pointed at center ice.
There you go. So after review in the command center in Yorkton, I guess they were talking to command center, and it's a good goal. The Buffaloes tie this one back up, 3-3. As Kobe Verana gets another goal here. Of course, he won game number 3 for the Buffaloes the other night there with about 16 seconds left. He managed to pound one home on Dubik. Not quite in the same fashion, but not far from it. As the Buffaloes now are digging in their own zone here, trying to get the puck. Here's Cockburn. Cockburn gets this puck, and that's very close, but not quite out of the zone. Lamb, he's going to get a penalty for this one.
Going to interference.
Not even a question of that one, I would think. I thought the play stopped. Actually, everybody stood there and looked at him for a second and didn't realize it stopped. Now they're going to call this one, as Delane Lamb will take a interference call here. With 2:49 left here in the second. Tie game 3-3. Big penalty kill here coming up for the Buffs.
Yeah, they're going to have to kill this one because they didn't want to go into the dressing room down 4-3. Never want to give one up at the end of the period.
Nope, exactly. So let's see what happens here with the Buffaloes. Also, they could, get a shorthanded goal. They haven't had, maybe they've had one, I think, this whole season. Be nice time for one if they could. As the Axemen make a nice shot there, Chimko saves that one. Bounces off of the defenseman, number 27. That would be Morden. And here's a chance for Schwartz. That puck bounced off his stick and knocked the stick out of his hand. Now the Axemen head up ice off of Keenan Taphorn, who gets that one. And he's going to head up ice and take a little skate with it. Here comes Keenan Taphorn with Derek Schwartz. 2-on-1. Schwartz cannot do it. Here's a chance again for the Buffaloes. They're skating all around the net. But now they got a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Here's the Axemen, hard shot there by Shimko, saved by Shimko. As Taphorn gets this one, and that's going to stay in the zone. Here's the Axemen coming in. Here's another chance here for the Axemen right in front. Josh Tripp just couldn't get it home as it pounced up on him. Here's Betchler with it. Betchler passes it in front. Saved by Shimko. And now Keenan Taphorn fires this one all the way down the ice. As the Buffaloes look to try to make some line changes. They only get one changed up. Taphorn, as Neufeld, gets this puck and gets it down a little bit out of towards the end of the zone. Doesn't get past the blue line. Here's the Axemen establishing the puck once more. It's flat pass over from number 4. That would be Morden. Morden over to Betchler. Betchler passes this one over to Buckburn. Oh, what a nice glove by that goaltender, Shimko, and he'll hang on as he'll flash the leather on the league's top goal scorer.
Yeah, 19 seconds left in the penalty here, so Buffs can get a quick breather here and try and kill this off.
They're going to make wholesale changes here. And Schwartz was on the ice for pretty much the whole time for here. And they'll make some good changes here. It's Flet digs along here, and that puck doesn't make it out. Joe Johnson couldn't quite get it moving. Here's Morton, charge shot there and missed the net. Here's Cockburn with it again. Cockburn over to Betchler. Betchler pitches it around the net as Decker tries to get Josh Tripp off the puck. Here was a nice chance there for Cockburn. Just couldn't get another chance in front. And Johnson pokes it wide. As McIntyre and Morton over in the far corner down here are John at it. Here's Cockburn. Gets it over to Tripp. Tripp pitches it back to Betchler. Betchler shoots off the post. Another shot by Morton, and Simcoe saves that one. And this one's going to end up all the way down the ice. Going to be icing against the Theodore Buffaloes.
Yeah, they had a lot of pressure on the Buffs, and guys did a good job of killing the penalty. It's too bad DJ didn't realize he had as much time as he did. He just fired it down the ice. He could have hung on to it.
As the Axemen have the puck, shoot save are right over top the goaltender Shimko. Here comes Tony Roebuck with it up ice. Roebuck makes a nice stop. Pitches this one down deep into the zone of the Axemen. They do get it up quickly though. And into the glove before try to get some control on this puck here. Yeah. Devin Duke. chance there for Schwartz. They're going to break it. Mackenzie Fleck. Fleck. as the Axemen. Working it along the play. Here's Betchler. Takes a hard shot. Nice block by Wilson, and that ends up all the way down the ice. Here's the Axemen with it once more. Betchler throws it over to Josh Tripp. Tripp gets knocked down there. Doesn't take a penalty. Here's a chance here for the Axemen. Is big number 18 for him. Joel Matika was in front. Save made by Shimko. He had a guy blocking him in front. He's still got a guy blocking him in front. They aren't pushing him really much out of the way here for the Buffs. And this one, Schwartz gets it, and that's going to go down the ice. Yeah, Betchler couldn't handle that one.
Josh Tripp in front of the net.
Tripp in front of the net?
Yeah.
Really?
Or number 19.
19.
Sorry, number 19.
Looked a little big, so that was Kramer Coulthard.
Yeah.
Coulthard. And here comes the Axemen the other way. There's Josh Tripp, and that's going to be icing against the Valley Axemen with 40 seconds left of the penalty to Roebuck. $7:25 left here in the third. Could be a little bit of overtime coming up here. Who knows? Still a lot of time left here, though, in the third. As Lamb gets this puck, and we'll just keep dumping down into the Axemen zone as Branagos chases it down. Just trying to blow a little bit more time here as they can. 29 seconds left of the penalty to Roebuck. Here comes the Axemen with a full head of steam. Cockburn shoots. Shimko with that glove again. Makes a nice stop.
Yeah, good job by Colby to keep that puck down low in the Axemen end and kill the clock on this penalty.
17 seconds left now. Penalty to Roebuck. I think that needs to be soft now. I hope it is.
Yeah, the Buffs got the face off and got the puck down the ice out.
Yep, perfect. Here's Betchler with it. Betchler gets it down ice and gets it over to Dylan Johnson. Got it here as the penalty expired. Johnson shoots. That puck just missed the goaltender, Dubik. Zone. One guy falls down here, number 9. That would be Riddle. Darcy Riddle falls, and the Buffaloes come back up ice. Here's Dylan Johnson with it. Johnson shoots. Oh, what a chance there again. That cross ice pass. And there is going to be a penalty call here now.
No, the net came off.
That's all they called was the net off.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Ref did it with very much enthusiasm.
Well, the defenseman was taking Schwartz to the net, and they both clipped the post. And
Fair point. So we're going to stay 5-on-5. This came outside of the zone, I guess, as the ref was probably pointing out more than anything. I thought there might have been a roughing call. Here's Tapborn. Tapborn shoots. Save, rebound! And he's getting tied up there. No interference call, though. As the Axemen head back up ice. Here's an opportunity. Now it's Dylan Johnson with it. Johnson skates up ice. Trying to make a move. Johnson makes it around. Johnson throws it in front. Nobody's there to grab that puck because it was blocked up by number 22. That would be Bettesworth. Now the Buffs try to get it, and they don't work. And they're just going to sneak this one around here to the Axemen for a few moments as they get this one down ice. And that'll be icing against the Axemen.
well, we got 5 Tony Roebuck and McIntyre working in the end. Shot on net. And here comes the Axemen with the puck. Flip it up high and down the ice. And hope the Cockburn can skate into it. Decker with it.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Okay, Josh Ship's got the puck for Axemen. Dumps it into the end. Decker moves it up for McIntyre. And over, skates over his stick.
Wait.
Here comes Tony Roebuck. He's got Renee and McIntyre with him. Oh, McIntyre's been shot blocked by number 8. Tony Roebuck working around. Oh, McIntyre just missed a good pass from Colby. Puck was all the way down to the buff end, and Delaney Lamb slits up behind the net. Waiting for the line change to complete. And here come the Buffs. Led by Mr. Lange. Oh, good shot. Got the open corner there. And Kubik just deflected past the post. Delaney Lamb gets the puck, flips it up to neutral ice. Axemen dump it back in. Delaney's got it, back out. Up the ice to Johnson. Johnson gets over to Logan. Good shot on that. Kubik hangs on.
Okay, I think we're back with the video again. I hope. I'm sorry for again the technical difficulties we had tonight. One of those things that just kind of sucks, but we'll do what we can to keep it working as best we can here for you. As Johnson is going to take this ball in this one, right back to Kurt Decker. Takes the shot. That's blocked up by Dubin. That's right now. Here because I'm sure there's going to be interference right there. Now the Buffs lose it here. They're going to go and Swan Valley's just going to dump this deep into the Buff zone, and they're going to go and chase this one down. Here's Decker. It's chased off the puck a little bit there by number 74, Staples. And there's going to be a penalty call against the Valley Axemen. As we've got and now they're going to give them both. Because they...
No, actually, I think the Buff player gave the Axemen player stick a flip with his stick, and referee's looking at him, and
Probably not what you should be doing right at the moment here.
no.
Curtis Decker will be one of the guys going off. And we've also got Axemen going off here. I don't know which.
One on each side.
Yeah, I didn't see who was the Axemen that went off, but we've got 5-on-5, I believe.
Yep.
And we'll carry on. Just Curtis Decker will be independent off for a few moments. Opportunity there for the Buffaloes, and that could cost them. They got to watch those.
Yep. At this time of the game, you get a power play. You have got
Just
to be disciplined, and
don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything dumb, and just carry on for the next one. Now you got an opportunity here for the Axemen who get the draw in their zone. Shoot down! Don't want to save by Shimko, and another couple of pokes at it. And the Buffaloes ain't gonna like that. That's a full punch by the Axemen. Sperling swings back.
well, again, the ref allows
It's right there, and they're tying each other up. Sperling, this isn't a good trade for him.
Shimko had the puck tied up clearly in his gloves and his body, and he allowed the Axemen to keep chopping away at him. And doesn't matter which team, they're going to protect their tender and react to that. So
Fair points.
the refs need to blow the whistle when that puck just throws up on either end.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Sperling here. Gets taken off the ice. They're not going to call anything of it, I don't think. And Lane Lamb is going to go and tell everybody what he thinks of this play, as all he can only do.
We got 3:13 left in the third, so
Yeah, and about another major draw right in the Buffs' end. As they'll get this one. No, they won't. Jackson Betts holds it in. And that's deflected and will stay in the Paper Buffalo zone. 3:08 left here in the third. 4-4. Heck of a game this has been.
in a battle, this is what we expected to happen.
Absolutely. It's either team, it's just whichever one gets a better bounce sometimes here. If you're a Buffaloes fan, you're probably a little more nervous about this one than Maybe the Axemen right at the moment even. Here's a chance for the Axemen shoots. He's not there, just missed the net. Here's the Axemen again though with it. 27 takes a shot there and a bounce up over the net. Now Roebuck looks for Zach McIntyre. Can't get nothing on it, and Jackson Betchler ends up back with it. Betchler gets a little bit of open ice. We've got an icing or offside call. As this is now 2:35 left here in the third.
I think some of the left players thought maybe there might have been an interference there on the blue line.
I would have probably. I would think there might have been. I mean. Throws it in front there. And another chance here for the Axemen as they come back up ice. There is number 19. That's Bullhart. Bullhart shoots! Saved by Shimko. And here's down Dylan Johnson. Johnson makes one man miss. Now he loses the puck though. And he goes back down. Theodore zone as the Axemen are changing. Here's Dylan Johnson. Right on the line. Passed over and just by Derek Schwartz. Schwartz. Trying to make a pass, play to get it over to Taphorn. Here's Jackson now within their own zone. Here's Josh Tripp with a trip. Loses the puck. It's back onto the stick. Josh Tripp takes one down. Tripp with a chance. Shoot! Saved by Shimko. Rebound! Another save by Shimko. Now here comes the Buffaloes the other way. 2-on-1 developing. As Betchler gets back in time. What a beautiful move by the defensive player of the year. To get back in time to get that puck off of the stick. And now here comes the Axemen the other way. Tripp shoots! Save made by Shimko. Here comes the Buffaloes the other way. We've got back and forth action now. Caden Taphorn gets around and shoots. Oh, what a chance there. Just can't tuck it past the goaltender Duick. Wilson with a chip. Pass and a shot made. And that goes around the net. Last bit of the play here in the third. As Tripp gets it. Tripp gets it over the pass over to Cockburn. And he can't hang on to that one. Carter Cockburn now with it. Cockburn tries to get around. Shot made by Shimko. Oh, what a chance there. And beautiful stick there by Neufeld. Axemen take another shot. Rebound. Doing that one bit.
Buffs need to regroup here. 36 seconds left, and looks like the Axemen are going to keep their top line out there.
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely want their guys out there. Give them a 30-second reader.
Chance here, and then see what happens here with 36 seconds left. This series has been this way all series long. It's been the last game 2 it was 25 seconds. Game 3 was 16 seconds left.
Yeah, I think all the games, even the regular season games, were tight games, and just the bounce or two is what separated the teams even back then. So it's what we expected coming in.
And it definitely has disappointed, that's for sure. Have you ever seen a linesman with number 195 on him?
No, I haven't.
Makes me chuckle anyways, and something to talk about, I guess, in the post game.
Well, it's a good sign because that must mean they got a lot of linesmen in the house, which is a good thing.
Definitely can't hurt. As the Axemen win this draw and go straight to the net, Cockburn, and it just loses this puck up. Here's Tripp. Tosses it back to his defenseman. It's Betchler. Pitches it around the net. Over and now Curtis Decker is back on the ice now. Gets this one up and over to Tony Roebuck. Roebuck tries to make it through. Betchler holds on. And now Roebuck will get this puck back. And up to Zach McIntyre. McIntyre gets around that, shoots, and that just bounced on top of the goaltender Dubick. As McIntyre will chase this one back down. McIntyre over to Dubick, and that's saved by the goaltender. And this one's pitched down the ice. For the first time in the playoffs here, we got overtime. I think if I remember the rules right, Phil, it's a 10-minute 5-on-5, and then they do a cleanup.
That refers to Hockey Canada rules. The league overtime rule of 5 minutes 4-on-4 doesn't apply.
No, I believe it's a 10-minute 5-on-5 with 30 ice, and we got a game after that. We got more overtime possibly. As the Minnesota faithful have really came in for this one. I don't think there's really much even for the standing room around here.
No, they've definitely come out to support their local team, and when the pressure gets on the Buff end, you can certainly hear the crowd outside the press box that we're in.
Been a very fun game to do, and thank you very much for all that's been joining in here. If you haven't heard it yet, 4-4, we're in overtime. We're just waiting here for everybody to have a quick breather, make sure that everybody's settled down, and we'll get underway here very shortly. Good little Theodore Buff faithful that came out here tonight. Quite a few yellow jerseys running around.
Yeah, there's probably got to be almost 20 yellow sweaters that we can see in different parts of the rink, and there's certainly some here that aren't wearing sweaters too. So yeah, good following for the Buffs.
Absolutely.
Hats off to the fans for following their team.
And 37-29 in the shots right now as Keenan Taplin loses his draw in the Axemen win it. Betchler pitches this puck quickly up and over to number 29 jersey. Buffaloes get it back though, and now can't going to get a hold of that one. And here comes Triplett, tries to make a pass over to jersey. And that's it.
Beautiful pass by Keenan Taplin. He had the puck in the corner up the side of the net, and he spotted DJ sitting up 15 feet by the net. DJ got the puck and just took it one step to the right just to get clear of the defender, and he had the whole side of the net open, and he made no mistake.
The Theodore Buffaloes will move on to the league final to face a familiar foe in the Rocanville Tigers coming up next weekend.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another
chapter in the book.
Another chapter. It's we'll be looking forward to another exciting series. Theodore Buffaloes against the Rocanville Tigers, and it's been that way for 2-3 years now, and the series have always gone to 4 or 5 games and always been great games. So
it should be another great series and another chapter in the book of the Saskies Hockey League to start this new league off. I think it's been pretty fun. Congratulations, though, to the Swan Valley Axemen. They put up a heck of a series again against a very tough Theodore Buffalo squad. This is a team that's really, really looking bright into the future.
Well, again, Adam, we said at the outset, team that makes the mistake is probably going to cost them. And I guess that's probably what happened. I know we picked up DJ sitting out there by himself, and fortunately for the Buffs, Taplin was able to find him and laid a perfect pass on his tape, and DJ made no mistake.
As the two 33s shake hands there for a quick moment and congratulate each other as they should. I mean, both of that and awesome, just an excellent series. I think that's about it that we really have to go through here tonight. Phil, who's your 3 stars of the game?
Well, I think certainly we can probably credit both goaltenders because without both of them, this game I think would have been a totally different score. So 33 from each side, and I guess we probably better go with Mr. Johnson scoring the game winner to push the Buffs on to the league final.
You betcha. So on behalf of Adam Stewart and Phil Decker here, we want to thank you very much again for watching and encourage you to, hopefully we'll be doing some more streaming here. We'll see how it goes. Probably we'll end up streaming in Rocanville because we always do. But nevertheless, we want to thank you very much again for watching here tonight as the Theodore Buffaloes will move on to the league final here tonight. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We made it.
Stop it out.
Oh, a lot of Axemen music.
I know. I